Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Just a quick video. In the video I was doing the other day, I was speaking about the fact that there were these people that are obviously going to hell and fully deserving of it. Yeah, in some cases, fully deserving of it. Yes. Although actually, no one's ever really fully deserving, so forget that bit. But some people that are destined for there because they're not going to change the way they are. Video here by r/. There's a story I've heard before, and they're just regurgitating a story that's been around for a while. But in this story, Jesus Christ, one has to say the mother of this girl and the stepfather, but certainly the mother. Jeez, if anyone was a ripe candidate for someone to be wiped out by God, this woman is perfect. Wow. And the story starts where I think the girl is about 17, something like that. I think 17, that sort of age. Teenager, young teenager. Youngish teenager. Anyway, disabled, has to use a cane. She then goes on to say that when she was young, she had to go to the hospital, but her mother wouldn't pay for an ambulance. So Dad had to drive her to the hospital. They get involved in a car crash. Dad was killed, and this girl's spine and legs were damaged to the point where she needs to use the cane. Her mother tells her continually that it's her fault that her dad is dead. So, her stepdad jokes about her being the Black Widow because she killed her dad. Well, she's got two step-siblings, young, 5 and 7, that sort of age. But to play games with the kids indoors, they play hide and seek with stuff. They hide stuff for the kids to find. But she says it's quite annoying when they start hiding her stuff, especially her cane. And at one point, she got annoyed about the fact they'd hidden her cane. Because the stepdad says something about her chair's got wheels on it, and she can get to the bathroom if she needs to with her chair, and they always make sure her cane's back with her before she has to go downstairs to get food anyway. So she rang her grandparents up. But I think before she did that, I think her mother got annoyed with her. I'm trying to remember how the story went. Her mother got annoyed with her and said to her, "But if you wanted a caring dad, you shouldn't have killed your dad, should you?" Woof, my God. You said that to your own child. It's okay because you're abusing your child because she killed her dad, even though she didn't. Even the mother didn't kill her dad. I mean, even my thought was, well, hold it, the mother's more responsible than the daughter. But if you live in a country where you have to pay for an ambulance to get to a hospital, then really your country is responsible for that, really. Yeah. But either way, it's not the child. The child is the least responsible. What about the other driver who crashed into the car? What about Dad who didn't find another way of getting to the hospital other than him driving? Yeah, the girl is nowhere near responsible for that. Not in any way, shape, or form. And on these channels, the RSS, AmITheA, or the other channels that do this, and there's many channels that do this. Reddit Crown, he does ones as well. Reddit Out Now, relationships. They do some awful ones. I mean, there's, Jesus Christ. And so, yeah, but there's loads in these things. Where these people, my God, It seems like Reddit seems to be a place where people can go and get things off their chest, which is good. It's useful. They can also get a certain degree of support and maybe advice on that channel, which is also good. I mean, put it this way, you have the likes of r/ Lost Genre. There's another one, and Reddit Out Loud Relationships and Reddit Crown. All these people have a career, YouTube career, because of Reddit. And you'll find the same stories on all their channels. Certainly, if you watch their videos on a regular basis, you'll find the same stories cropping up. This one about the daughter and the cane, yeah, it's an old one. Yeah. The video was only done today, but that's an old story. I've heard that story a couple of times before. But my God, what an awful story. Terrible. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, well, thankfully, the girl phoned her grandparents, and her grandparents tore their daughter a new one. Yeah, they absolutely tore into their own daughter for the way she was treating her own daughter, their grandchild. And that is fantastic. She's got people that are actually going to stand up for her. And that is just absolutely beautiful. That's brilliant. You want that. Yeah, people like her, children like her, they need somebody in their corner. As soon as they've got somebody in their corner, that's cool. Yeah. You can't all have good parents. That's the reality. You can't all have good parents. That's the reality of the situation, isn't it, really? Yeah, we don't get that. I didn't get that. I was thinking the other day, isn't it weird, though? Brenda, my mother, she had Paul, myself, Kelly, and I think 2 others. I was the only one put in care. Then Kenny had Paul, myself, Kelly, and then Stuart in a different marriage. Again, Stuart wasn't put in care. So it's like, okay. All right. That's the point, is that sometimes you've got to deal with shit parents. And this happens, is that, some people have that. That's okay. As long as you've got somebody. It's not my family. I carried the family name until my nan died. Like this girl, I had a nan. And my nan was the only one really in my family that had my back. I was unfortunate in the sense that I actually had my father's name as my second and last name. That was my father's name. Apart from his middle name, but that was his first name and surname. And so carrying a man's name who had no interest of ever being a dad to me at all, that's partly why I changed my name. But only partly because, his sister was the one who fostered me, and then fostered me just as a way of basically saying to the family, look, we're caring for his child like he didn't want to. Aren't we so good? Aren't we so wonderful? We so weren't. But when Nan died, that was it, really. That was my relationship with that family done. At that point in time, she's gone, okay. So she was my link, really, to that family. When she had gone, I changed my name very shortly after she died. Yeah. There was no point carrying a name of a family that I wasn't really part of the family. That's the reality. It's like Brother Stuart. We had some time together when he was probably between the ages of 8 and 12. But then after that, no, not really. We didn't see each other. Not very often at all. And he never made an effort once he was an adult to try and be in contact with me. So That's cool. So I don't care about that. You see me in videos when I do the walk and talks. I don't sound as I'm bothered by with that at all because I'm not. Not in any way, shape, or form. I have one relationship, really, the relationship that matters. All the rest, don't care. All the rest is fluff, basically. Yeah, I realise that now. All the rest is fluff. As I said earlier, in the video I did earlier, in the walk and talk, there have been people that I was friends with that I'm not friends with anymore. I don't regret any of that at all. Those relationships are gone. Could some of them have ended better? Yeah. But they didn't, so okay. Nothing you can do about that now. It is what it is. Not going to worry about it. But I will link this video. I will put the description and the YouTube link in the description of this video. Yeah. Certainly pray for that young girl. Yeah, she's going to need a lot of help to deal with her past. She's got a lot of pain in the past. And she will need help to deal with that. So, yeah. Anyway, I just thought that this was a perfect example of what I was saying earlier about if you're asking the question that should God just get rid of these people, the mother of that girl, your answer would be yes, wouldn't it, really? But that would be based purely upon emotion. And that's why I've said to you, that's why God doesn't give us the decisions. Because we are emotional beings. We make decisions on emotions sometimes. And yes, when you hear about that mother, your emotions scream out that, yeah, the world would be a better place without her. And yeah, you're probably right. I mean, even the kids, young kids she's got will probably be better off without her. She sounds like a very toxic, very nasty, twisted, sick woman. And I don't think there's any fixing it. Quite likely not. No matter what happens, she'd be blaming everyone else for it. Because that's who she is. That does appear to be the case. If the daughter is being accurate about a mother, then that probably is the case. So, yeah, the children will probably be better off without her, but then again, maybe not. And maybe that's the reason why she's still there. Because maybe God sees her and realizes, not a very nice person, really. But there's 2 other kids there that need their mum. Even if she's not perfect. She may learn. Yeah, there's hope left for everyone, really. There is to a certain degree. As I say, God knows who's going to repent and who's going to get right with him and who's going to continue on the path they are to hell up to the point where they arrive in hell. Then they're going to look at their lives and wish that they changed it. Then they're going to look at their lives and wish that they had repented and got right with God. Then they're going to bow down and hope that God recognizes them and gets them out of there. But he won't. Too late now. Too late. That's the reality. We all have a chance, but you've got to get right before you die. Otherwise, it's too late. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.